I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring.
Tank has stirred up the boxing world once again, but this time, his actions have left fans and analysts in shock. Over the past few weeks, Tank has been sending chilling warnings to Lamont Roach, leaving everyone wondering if Roach will even make it out of this alive. But in his latest warning, well, it seems Tank answered that himself. He made a bold declaration at the recent press conference, but took it to another level by attaching it to one of his latest training videos captioned, "I'm going to eat."
Yeah.
With those words, Tank made it clear that his mind games are in full effect, and he's ready to put his opponent on blast, both mentally and physically. The heat between these two fighters resurfaced after a recent interview discussed what led Tank to announce the cancellation of the fight for a moment. It seemed like the fight was off. Fans went into full panic mode, and rumors started swirling about why Gervonta Davis had pulled the plug on one of the most anticipated matchups of the year.
I promise you, you better leave them home. You better leave the females home. On my mother, you better leave the females home and the kids. On my...
As speculation reached a fever pitch, Lamont Roach, always the calm and collected professional, responded in a recent Q&A on his YouTube channel. Roach addressed the rumors directly, revealing that he, too, was in the dark about why Tank made such a dramatic announcement. However, Roach wasn't surprised by Tank's unpredictable nature. "Y'all know who y'all dealing with, man. Y'all dealing with a wild card," Roach said. "He ain't doing nothing. He's punching. That ain't going to affect me." He made it clear that while Tank's wild behavior might shake others, it wasn't going to throw him off his game. Roach knows Tank well. Their history goes beyond fighting as amateurs. They've spent time in training camps together, and he has seen Tank up close, both in and out of the ring despite Tank's bombshell claim. Roach reassured fans that the fight was still on. "The fight was never canceled, just so y'all know," Roach continued. "The fight was never off. Whatever the case may be, I already knew that. Just so you know, he scared y'all a little bit." Roach explained that Tank's statement was just another one of his usual meltdowns, but it didn't change his focus. "I was in the gym. I'm training for my biggest fight. That's what I'm worried about."
Is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is. It goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring.
Even though Roach had no clue what triggered Tank's outburst, he quickly moved on, focusing on his preparation for the fight. The March 1st, 2025 fight at Barclays Center in Brooklyn is still set to headline PBC's second major event of the year. But with everything now back on track, one big question remains. Why did Tank do it in the first place? Why create so much confusion when everything seemed set?
Friends, probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money. Yeah.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
Oh, true. Okay.
One thing is certain. Tank's behavior has always been unpredictable, and this latest move is just another chapter in his ongoing saga. But the mind games have reached a whole new level. Tank is making it clear to Roach that this fight won't be easy. He's not just battling him in the ring. He's trying to break him mentally before they even get there. Tank knows exactly what he's doing. He's a master of boxing psychology, disrupting, distracting, and overwhelming his opponents before they even step into the ring. Roach is no stranger to high-stakes fights, but this war of words with Tank might be his toughest mental challenge yet.
What? I say ninth round.
You said ninth?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down?
This isn't the first time Tank has used his unpredictable personality to stir up drama. From his shock retirement announcement to cryptic social media posts, Davis has always kept his fans guessing, but this time, it feels different. His warning to Roach isn't just trash talk. It's a declaration of war. Tank is making sure Roach knows that he's bringing everything he's got and is willing to do whatever it takes to secure victory.
He's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating.
The stakes for this fight are higher than ever. Gervonta Davis is already a dominant force in the boxing world. His knockout power is feared by anyone who steps into the ring with him, and his ability to control a fight from the opening bell is unmatched. But Lamont Roach isn't a pushover. He knows exactly what he's up against, perhaps better than anyone. Roach is one of the best fighters in the super featherweight division, and he's determined to prove he can stand toe-to-toe with the best. This fight is about more than just a title. It's about respect. Roach has a chance to show he's more than just another stepping stone in Tank's career. While Tank's threats may seem extreme, they are part of his strategy. He wants to break Roach mentally before the fight even begins. Davis wants to plant doubt in Roach's mind, hoping it will give him an edge when the bell rings, but Roach remains focused. He's keeping his eyes on the prize and training harder than ever to prepare for whatever Tank throws his way.
Out of his last 5 fights, that's not scared of him.
Oh, wow.
Rolly was scared. Brian was scared.
Frank wasn't
Hector was
scared.
scared.
Frank
was terrified.
Frank wasn't scared.
Frank was terrified.
This fight just keeps getting more interesting. Last month, ES News shared a video on their YouTube channel, suggesting that the March 1st fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach might break multiple ticket sales records. For those unfamiliar, gate records refer to the revenue generated from ticket sales for a live event at the venue. This wasn't just speculation. It was a well-supported prediction based on early ticket sales and Davis's immense popularity. Ray Jackson from Onyx reported that by December, 10,000 seats at Barclays Center had already been sold. T.O. put this into perspective. The arena's full capacity is 19,000. This is massive. Considering Davis has sold out every venue he has fought in for the last 12 events in a row, his fight with Lamont Roach could mark his 13th consecutive sellout, proving his incredible star power in boxing despite all the drama, including Davis's unpredictable behavior and his shocking social media posts. Organizers have raised ticket prices, making it likely that the fight will shatter Barclays Center's ticket sales record. One thing is clear. No matter what chaos surrounds Davis, his fan base remains loyal, eager to watch him fight, and willing to pack arenas. The real question is, how much longer can Davis get away with his antics before they catch up to him? Lamont Roach, the target of Davis's emotional outbursts, has been patient, but even he has his limits. That Roach's comments show both frustration and composure in handling the situation. However, there's a tipping point, and if the moment comes, Roach will be ready to capitalize on Davis's instability.
We fought twice in the same tournament. So, we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
By the time the fight was officially announced, tens of thousands of tickets at Barclays had already been sold, making this one of the most highly anticipated events in boxing history. However, with Gervonta Davis's unpredictable behavior stirring up controversy, there's a lingering sense of uncertainty. His recent social media post claiming the fight was canceled sent shockwaves through his fan base. Known for his emotional meltdowns and erratic actions, he once again left followers confused, but as expected, the fight was never really off. Lamont Roach confirmed as much, making it clear that Davis's antics haven't discouraged fans. They're still eager to watch him in action, even if it means dealing with his unpredictable mood swings. For those following the sport closely, this fight is about more than just two men in the ring. It's a battle of mind games, legacy, and ultimate supremacy. To hears the revised version with proper spelling, grammar, and flow.
And then purses. How many pay-per-view buys does this Roach Jr. coming up for 130? How many buys do you think this does, my brother?
I mean, 350 is what Tank and Frank did, and Frank wasn't a champion. Roach has been around. He lost to Jamel Herring.
Davidson and Roach have a long history, with their rivalry dating back to their amateur days. Fans from the DMV area have been particularly vocal about this fight, and many are expected to travel to Barclays Center to witness their respective fighters go head-to-head. This isn't just about the fight. It's about a personal grudge that has been brewing for years. But it's not just the fight itself that has people talking. Ticket prices for the March 1st event have been raised, further fueling anticipation for what could be another record-breaking night at Barclays Center. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the WBA lightweight champion, has continued to build his legacy as one of boxing's brightest stars. His ability to draw massive crowds and generate incredible revenue has made him one of the most lucrative athletes in the sport.
Little big bro coming out with the upset. A lot of people are going to pick Tank going into that fight, but how do you see that playing out?
I see my brother walking out victorious. No, there's no doubt. Not because that's my brother, but because I've seen him.
As the fight approaches, all eyes are on Davis and how he will handle the pressure. Roach, on the other hand, has remained calm despite all the drama surrounding his opponent. He's been focused in the gym, preparing for what will undoubtedly be the biggest fight of his career. Roach has always been considered an underdog, but this time, he has something to prove. Moving up in weight to challenge Davis for the lightweight title is a bold move, one that could redefine Roach's career if he succeeds, but will it be enough? The fight is sure to be a spectacle, but the ticket prices have sparked controversy among fans.
Get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140.
A few days ago, it was revealed that the pay-per-view price for the fight will be $79.99. This hefty price tag has been met with mixed reactions, especially given the current state of the economy. However, this is the price boxing fans are willing to pay for a fight of this magnitude. The combination of Davis's star power and Roach's determination to upset the undefeated champion makes this an event worth attending. Even at a steep price, the rising cost of watching big fights has been a topic of debate for years. While some fans have called for price reductions, others have simply accepted the reality that these events come with a premium cost.
I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
However, this time, boxing's power brokers are taking note of the growing frustration, especially as piracy continues to thrive in the industry. Lower price points for other major events have raised questions about why some promotions continue to push the envelope with pricing. Premier Boxing Champions, PBC, and THB Promotions, the organizations behind Davis's upcoming fight, are standing firm on the $79.99 price, believing that the fight is worth every penny. Whether this approach will pay off remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. Fans are willing to pay to see Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the self-proclaimed king of boxing, in action. As the fight approaches, excitement continues to build, and the buzz surrounding the event only grows stronger. Steven Espinoza recently shared insights into what's next for Davis after his anticipated title defense against Roach on March 1st. The WBA lightweight champion has made it clear that moving forward, he wants to fight top-tier opposition. Espinoza hinted that Davis could be targeting names like Shakur Stevenson or a rematch with Ryan Garcia, matchups that would generate major attention from both fans and media.
Terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when he comes.
While these potential matchups have the boxing world buzzing, it's interesting to note that Espinoza didn't mention other rising contenders, such as Keyshawn Davis, William Zepeda, Raymond Maritala, or Andy Cruz. These fighters have the talent to challenge Davis, but lack the widespread recognition that comes with star power. Espinoza's focus seems to be on fighters who can elevate Davis's career to the next level. One name that stands out in this conversation is Ryan Garcia, who famously faced off with Davis in 2023, remains a potential target for a rematch. Their first fight ended with a decisive knockout from Davis, but a second fight could be a massive event, considering Garcia's huge social media following. That Garcia's online presence has made him one of the most marketable fighters in the sport, and a rematch with Davis could be one of the biggest pay-per-view draws in boxing.
I'm gonna be in the dog
However, there's a catch. Garcia fights at 140 pounds, while Davis has historically fought at 135. Espinoza pointed out that weight will be a crucial factor in making the rematch happen after their first fight. Davis was criticized for agreeing to a catch weight and rehydration clause, conditions that many felt were unfavorable to him this time. Espinoza made it clear Davis is unlikely to agree to similar stipulations. He continued, "Tank won't make the same mistake again. He's going to demand terms that work in his favor." Then there's Shakur Stevenson, another name frequently linked to Davis's future, that a two-weight world champion. Stevenson is widely regarded as one of the most skilled boxers in the sport today. A fight between him and Davis could be one of the most exciting matchups in boxing.
Again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too. So, I'm going to catch a lot of that backlash too. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't really stunned that too much. I'm not worried about narratives. I'm worried about what I can do in the ring. All right, brother.
Espinoza believes Stevenson could be the type of challenge that Davis wants after his fight with Roach. Maybe it's Shakur. Maybe it's a Ryan Garcia rematch. Those are the fights Tank is looking for, Espinoza stated, but there's a problem. Boxing politics, the sport is notorious for its complicated negotiations, and a Stevenson versus Davis fight would require cooperation between different promotional companies. While it would be a massive event, making it happen won't be easy. However, Espinoza's comments suggest that Davis is serious about securing the biggest fights available. Despite these high-profile targets, fans are growing increasingly frustrated with Davis. His career has often been criticized for featuring safe matchups against lesser-known opponents, while Davis remains undefeated and boasts an impressive knockout record. Many believe he is yet to be truly tested against elite competition. Some argue that his fights have been carefully selected to protect his record, leading to accusations of cherry-picking opponents.
The announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight.
I think that, he's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is, not many
boxing fans are now at a point where they need to see Davis prove himself against top-tier competition. Words alone won't be enough. Fans are tired of watching Davis take on fights that seem like easy wins. If he truly wants to be recognized among the greatest in the sport, he must step up and face the toughest challenges available. There's a growing sense that Davis has been playing it safe for too long. But if he wants to cement his legacy, he'll need to start taking on the best.
Here's my take on the fight. Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked.
Davis's unbeaten streak has kept him relevant, but it has also limited his growth. His cautious approach in selecting opponents has prevented him from facing the type of challenges that could elevate his career to the next level, while he continues to build a loyal fan base. There's a sense that he isn't reaching his full potential. T.O. become the kind of fighter that both fans and critics want him to be. He must prove that he's willing to fight the best, not just the most convenient opponents. These are the matchups fans are craving. They would generate massive attention, not just from die-hard boxing fans, but also from casual viewers. But Davis must avoid falling into the trap of prioritizing an undefeated record over real competition. If he wants to elevate his career and solidify his legacy, he must take risks. So, what do you think? Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more updates.
What?
Who said that? You said
My
what?
man over
You
there
said what?
back.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want it back? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back?